let's go over our previously looked at draft picks. So let's go all the way back to 2016. 2016 has to be the best draft we had in a long time. I mean, just look at the guys we had. Keanu Neal, straight out of Florida. Dude, this guy's a hard hitter. He's a big player in the Super Bowl run back in 2016.
And you could have it all.
I think he's definitely one of the best picks in the whole entire draft of that year. And when we lost him in the 2018 season, we really felt it on defense. And Austin Hooper, man. Hooper the pooper, bro. Austin Hooper's... he kind of surprised me. I didn't think he was going to do much with his time here, but he is just killing it. He's a great tight end. He's not the fastest guy or flashiest guy, but he's dependable. And for some reason, he's always wide open in the most important times we need him to be wide open. So I'm very happy with Austin Hooper. And just, this draft class was so good. Oh, Camel. DeAndre Campbell, man, this guy is a monster. He is just a gem at the 4th round. He's very serviceable, and he's just been very effective for our defense. It just goes to show you how great this draft was. Even our worst 2 picks out of the 2016 draft wasn't even that bad. I mean, Wes Weisler, he was a backup guard. We had some injuries on the O-line in 2018. But he was serviceable. He was maybe below average, but he did enough to just keep us in the game. He wasn't that bad. He wasn't that good. He was just there. He's a body. But if that's the worst you could say about him, then hey, not a bad pick for round 6. He played a couple games. Then you have round 7, Devin Fuller. Devin Fuller, I think he had an injury. He's not even, I don't think he's in the NFL anymore from what I've seen on Wikipedia. He's just, if somebody could give me an update on this guy, like I think he was just a cam body. I don't know if we even played him past out the preseason. So just these 2 picks weren't bad, they just weren't good. And so 4 picks, these 4 picks right here, Keanu Neal, Deion Jones, Austin Hooper, Devondre Campbell, like they're great 4 picks. It helped us out, and this has to be the best draft class in recent history. So now that we looked at 2016, let's look at 2017, where I don't know how I feel about 2017. All right, so let's discuss 2017. 2017 is a little bit okay. It's not bad, but it's not too good, but it's still good. I just think that after 2016, that draft class was so stacked, was so amazing that those 4 picks were already starters in a Super Bowl. Any draft class that's nowhere near that seems whatever. So let's look at 2017. And I'm not too excited about 2017 as much as I was 2016 because the bar was set so freaking high. It was our best draft class in a long time. So, Takk McKinley. Oh man, I love Takk. He had that amazing fire, but right now I just don't know where to feel about him. Like he has these glimpses of great promise. He has his ability to just people double team him. When you get double teamed, that means you're really good. But I think it's just he has lack of help, and it's just our D line hasn't really been good for a while. But I think we looked pretty good back in 2017 where nobody was injured and we did pretty well. I think we were top 10 defense, but our offense just couldn't click. So I'm hopeful for Takk. It's going to be his 3rd year in 2019, and I'm excited to see what potential he has. He has this fire in his belly, and I just feel like he's a monster, and you got to feed him. And if he doesn't eat, he'll get mad. So I love the fire in this kid, and I'm hoping to see more out of him. I think he's a good pick. Duke Riley, he hasn't really shined much, and every time he plays, he's a fast kid. He had a 4.58. I mean, for a linebacker, that's pretty good. And we haven't seen that yet. We're very underwhelmed by Duke Riley. We think he's a bust. For a 3rd round pick, he hasn't really done much. Sheen Harlow, I think he played a little bit at O-lineman, but he's a bust. I mean, but 4th round. It's 4th rounds are like, toss them in the air and hope they stick. So Sheen Harlow, I don't think he's even with us. He made little to no impact for this Falcons team. And it's just I don't know if he's even in the Falcons. I don't even hear his name. If I don't hear his name, then he doesn't really make that much of an impact. So KZ was a great pick for number 5. I loved KZ. He played in 2018 and he was just fun to watch, man. I think he's gonna be a little special gem in the later rounds. And it's just crazy how we have some crazy depth already. And we did lose Brian Poole, which I wish we would have kept, because I know some people are saying don't give up on Vic Beasley, but majority of Falcon fans like me have already given up on Vic Beasley. Like, he was dead last of he was ranked dead last of all. I think it was where Vic Beasley was ranked dead last. So that's kind of embarrassing. So KZ is just a little gem. I think he's an amazing pick for round number 5. But Duke Riley, Sean Harlow, and Brian Hill, he did all right. I mean, we use him a little bit. Actually, and for pick number 5, I actually like Eric Solberg. He's a good tight end, and he was fun to watch. He did all right. Nothing too amazing, but he's serviceable. He's basically our new Trololo. Basically, he's just a new Trololo, where he's not the most amazing catcher, but he's a good blocker. And that's going to help out Ryan, because I feel like that O-line needed some help, because, we just suffered. Matt Ryan did pretty good for having a crappy O-line, and, I think he was a good pick. But overall, just looking at the picks in the 2017 draft, I'm not too excited. Duke Riley, I hope he proves me wrong, but right now he's looking like a bust. Sheen Harlow, not looking too good. Brian Hill, serviceable. He did all right. I think he played a couple games for us when our running backs got injured, but he's serviceable. That's all it is. He's not bad. He's not good. Eric, he's just our neutral Lolo. He's a good body to have out there, especially whenever you need some blocking, going against good defenses or whatever. So I would just I'm just whelmed about this draft class of 2017. It's not bad. It's just not good. So let's talk about 2018. I am actually a little bit more excited about 2018 than I was about 2017, but it is nowhere near 2016 just yet. These guys are still young. They just had their first year as a rookie last year, but they're showing a lot of promises. First pick, Calvin Ridley. Well, Julio Jones is getting older and he is expensive as hell, so this was actually a surprise for me. I didn't think we were going to go wide receiver in the first round, and then we got Calvin Ridley? Man. But if there's one thing that we know about Atlanta Falcons and Alabama wide receivers, they worked out pretty well for us. Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and dude, he killed it in 2018. He would just... Julio's getting double teamed, and that just left Calvin Ridley wide open, man. This guy was scoring touchdowns left and right. He was a great pick. Our wide receiver slots, I think we are stacked, and he's only gonna get better. He's young, man. I'm so excited about him. So, and then we have Mohamed Sanu. Like, I just, if I was a defense, I would hate to play against this team, because if you're trying to cover the wide receivers, then you're probably going to give some stuff to the running backs. And it just feels like 2019 is going to be really fun. We got that O-line back. We didn't have the O-line in 2018, and we suffered. Our offense suffered, and we had Stark. He didn't work out for us. He wasn't really a good coordinator, and I'm kind of glad we got rid of him, but maybe we should give him some more time. But we're good now. I think offensively we are set. Isaiah Oliver, man, this guy, he did good. We had a lot of injuries. He came in and stepped up, man. Him and KZ are very fun to watch. And that's why we had the Senate come in. We haven't seen much out of him just yet, but we are hoping he is going to be very serviceable. And we're hoping that he's going to help out Garrett, Tack. I just gave up on Vic Beasley. Vic Beasley's dead to me. I'm kidding. Hopefully, I don't know why we re-signed Vic Beasley when we could use that money to keep Brian Poole and a couple other guys. But I think Senate has good potential. I don't think we saw him. We didn't see much out of him last year, but I feel like, you know, he's still a rookie. He's gonna work right against Tack, Garrett, and you know, I feel he's good. We'll just have to wait and see. Eno Smith, Freeman went down in 2018, and he came in, stepped up, and I think he did a serviceable job. He had a really bad offensive line to run behind, so he wasn't amazing, but I think he's very serviceable. He's worth the pick. At round 4 running back, yes, I am always happy with taking running backs that are decent in the later rounds, because, you know, I feel for running backs because they are just, I feel like running backs are just greedy guys that just take punishment after punishment, just trying to get in there, fight for those yards. And I always feel great about taking running backs in the later rounds. So Eno Smith, I'm very happy about. Actually, this draft class is not even that bad once I think about it. Russell Gage, I have no clue what's going on with him. I don't know if we're using him. I don't know if he's just a practice squad. I don't know if he's a body. I haven't really heard much about him. So Russell Gage, I am just underwhelmed. I'm not disappointed. I'm just underwhelmed. Oh man, this guy right here. We've seen all Falcons fans have seen a little bit of potential coming out of this guy. So it's gonna be fun watching him develop. He had a couple snaps 2018 due to, you know, all those injuries that kind of hurt our chances of winning. So he is fun to watch. I think he has potential. We'll just have to see. So with 2018, I'm very, very, very content because there's so much potential in this draft class. Calvin really has already shot off and shown that he could be our number 2 or number 3. I still think Mohamed Sanu is the man. I just love Sanu Kanu. I'll say Oliver, man, he's good, man. Sennett had potential right there. Smith, oh yeah, we already know he's serviceable. He's gonna be running with Freeman next year against that, and you know, if we have a better line, then it's gonna look pretty good. So Gage, you know, I think overall 2018 was a good draft with a lot of potential, and we already have some effective players. So 2018, I will go 2016 our best draft, and then 2018's second best, and then 2017 was serviceable, but we'll see what happens in the coming years. All right, so this covers basically the whole entire pre-19 Dan Quinn and TD draft picks. So far they look good, and there's a lot of upside potential here. So it's interesting what we're gonna do in 2019. So I'm gonna do a video on that shortly, but thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and just share this video. Give me your thoughts on our draft picks. Are you guys happy with our 2016 to 2018 draft picks? Are you underwhelmed? Is there some guys you think that I got wrong? Like you maybe think Duke Riley will be the greatest linebacker of all time? Just let me know in the comments. So thanks for watching, and we'll have the 2019 video coming out shortly.